Oh my goodness, UPS is here. That means a package has arrived. Let's go check it out. Okay, so Dad pulled up just in time. This is actually going to be something for Dad. And if it turns out that it works out, I'll be showing you guys a little bit more of this also. But for now, we need to unbox it and make sure it is what I think it is. Okay, Dad's gonna cut into it since it's ultimately going to be for him. And this is something pretty cool that if it turns out to be the right item, then it's going to go directly into Dad's van, which is pretty cool. So as many of you know, I've gone on a trip with my dad, and whenever I was on that trip, I mentioned that he hadn't installed his solar yet, and so he was still kind of sorting out some of those things. And one of the things was an inverter. And so he needed to get an inverter, but deciding which one he wanted was a little difficult. So I think what's in this box will help him out. I'm not sure yet though. So we're about to find out what it looks like. Okay, here it is. Ooh, this thing is much bigger than I thought it would be box-wise. But this is the Cummins 5,000 watt inverter. And it looks like it has a lot of cool stuff on it. So 4 outlets on it. It has a USB and a USB-C. It has 36 inches of cables. And then it also has a wireless control for it where you can scan this QR. So Dad will keep this box probably. This is what it looks like. And so let's get it out of the box and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here he goes.
All the plugs have covers on them too.
Ooh.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, wow. This thing is huge. This thing is so huge. This is gonna be awesome. It's 5,000 watts of power. Again, this is the Cummins 5,000 watt inverter. It might take 2 of us to get this out, so give me just a second. Okay, this gives you kind of an illustration of the size. This is a regular size Jeep, and you can see how big it is. It is a huge inverter. This thing is like industrial. It has vents on the side. It looks like it has fans in the back, and then also this is where you would connect it. So right there. And then let's look around a little bit more. Okay, so this is the front. Dad's gonna kind of walk us through what's in here. It's brand new, so it's kind of stuck in there. Oh, I think they pulled down. Oh, there's like in there. Oh, this one right here. Here we go. So they each have covers on them. And so there's 4 of them. They're pretty tight in there, so we're gonna have to maneuver them around a bit to get them all off. USB.
USB-C.
Okay, and then here's a display, which I don't think will turn on because there's no power to it. It has a couple little screw cap areas here also. And then it has this mounting plate on the bottom. So that way he can like put it where he wants to in his van and it'll hold up. And then inside here, there's a few other things. It looks like the book was right there. And then under here, wow, those are some heavy duty cords. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So Dad's going to be reading the book and then learning a little bit more about this before he installs it, obviously. But I just wanted to share with you guys the unboxing of this because this is pretty awesome. So he's going to learn about that before he installs it, obviously. But I just was so excited because I try to keep you all in the loop as to things that are coming out and going into my van or my dad's van. And this is going to be a huge piece of his power system as a whole. Now, as you guys know, he already has shore power, which comes into a battery, which I've showed here on the channel before. You should go check out that part of his system. But he also has some Renogy solar panels that he's going to be putting up on the top. And after he puts those Renogy panels in, he needed an inverter to be able to take that power and make it into useful power. So now he has the last piece in his solar setup. And well, this is going to be quite the task now for him to figure out how he wants it, where he wants it, and how he's going to hook it in. But I'll give you another update in the future after we get a little bit further along with that. I just wanted to kind of do the unboxing with you all so you could see, ooh, this is going to be perfect and just in time for Dad to get back to work on the van before he takes off again to his next set of adventures. Okay, Dad just discovered something as he's kind of going through all of the moving parts. And what is it, Dad? What is this cord for?
This is a removable control panel so you can mount it somewhere else. It's the extension part.
Okay, so it has an extension so you can have a better, so it doesn't have to just be under your bed. That's kind of cool.
You unplug it like a telephone.
So it has this little space right here that it hooks into.
And you plug in the other part. same way, and then you plug in the other end of this.
Oh, so that is a very long cord. So that means that he could bring this out from below up to where his control panel area is if he wanted to.
So let's see how long it is real quick.
How long approximately is it from the back of your van to your control panel area?
Yeah, it's probably about 6 foot.
So that should make it.
Yeah, it might.
It'd be pretty close.
Anyway, we're looking at probably about, well, it might. It looks like it's about 12 foot long.
So he might be able to run this from the back, where this is, all the way up to the front to his control area. Or he could place it somewhere else if he wants to. That's pretty cool. That's a really nice length. Possibilities are going to be really nice with this, I think. And overall, of course, I am not as familiar with inverters and things like that as Dad is, and then Dad is still learning about how his solar is going to be set up and how he wants it to be. So as that comes together, I'll show you more in a future video. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and power sources just are a very, very good time because they just make everything a little bit easier if you don't have to worry about how you're going to charge things or how you're going to be able to plug things in, especially if you need dedicated power for things like your refrigerator or for your laptop or something like that. So by having all the different variations that Dad has connected to his van, including the shore power and then the solar, this is going to complete the entirety of the things that he's been working on, and I'm really excited for him. So until next time guys, bye!